Okay, so today's lesson is 137. We have review of combinations and diphthongs. We're going to look at some of these. I will say them, and then I would like for you to repeat them after me. Okay? So here is our combinations. Or, or, are, oi, ow, oi, ow, wah, qua. Okay, so you see how these can get very confusing because a lot of them, such as repeat itself many different ways. Actually, that's an or. And those are all the same sounds, but they're spelled obviously with different ways. Okay, so we're going to look at our combinations and diphthongs today in our review. Okay, so we have 20 words to code. So make sure you are paying attention so that you know how to code these. And I think I'm going to get color so you can see this better. Okay, so the first one is, what is the first one? Butterfly. Butterfly. Okay, so we have, I'm going to do our vowels first. So we have ba, like umbrella. So not short. And then we have our combination and then we have a long I sound for the I or the Y there. So we're going to do just a simple dot. And that one's our line.
No. Okay. We boxed it in a lot.
No, it'd only be a box would be if it was a suffix, and it's not a suffix there. Okay. So that is a long I sound. Okay. All right. Then we still need to code how many syllables. Butterfly. So we have a consonant here. I'm just going to separate that butter. And then we have a whole different word, so that's pretty simple. Fly. Butterfly. Okay. Now, if I was to emphasize one of these, butterfly, it's actually the first one, butterfly. Okay. All right, number 2 is remember. Now, this one is a little tricky. I would say, some people say remember or remember. I'm going to go with re. I wouldn't count you off if you did a schwa, though. But short, and then remember. Okay, when we have a long, it's always separate after that then we have mem, and then remember. And if you're not sure, you can go back and code these. You don't have to code them all. There's vowel, consonant, vowel there. Okay. All right, next one is apartment. Is that schwa sound. Apart, oh God bless you. We have apart, it's like short, like egg. So I'm going to say is short, apartment. After schwa, most of the times you always just separate it, apart, and then you have ment, apartment. Okay, number 4, carpenter. We have a k sound. We have the R, it's emphasized. Remember that one? R. Pen. God bless you. We have Now this R is not this R is like star. So this one is emphasized. So you know that's a syllable that's emphasized. Pen. And then we have carpenter. Okay, and if you needed to code it, you could see vowel, consonant, vowel is there. Okay. All right, number 5, buzzard. I'm going to say either schwa or short is fine. Buzzard, buzzard, sound. Buzzard. It's not buzzard, buzzard, buzzard. And then we have our consonants right next to each other, so we can separate those. Buzz, is it buzzard or buzzard? That one's emphasized. Buzzard. Buzzard. Number 6 is cougar. Cougar. So we've got a k sound. Ooh. When you have OU and it sounds like ooh, it's a long U. That's ooh. So cougar. Not cougar. Cougar. Okay. This first one is emphasized. We're going to separate it right there. Cougar. It's not cougar. It's cougar. Tracks. Okay. Number 7, forgotten. Forgotten. Okay, so we have or, forgot. We've got and then we've got I'm going to say that's a schwa, forgotten. So we've got 4 double consonants there, forgotten. And which one is emphasized? The middle one, forgotten. Forgotten. Not forgotten. 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 Right? Number 8 is conductor. We've got a k sound. We have a o, but it sounds like a. That's schwa, kun. And then we have duh, and that one is short. A K back for the C. Conductor. It's not conductor, it's conductor. Okay? Conductor. Okay? Have your hand like this and say conductor. Conductor. So the middle one is going to be emphasized. So we have right here, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. That's pretty easy to see. And we have another vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So it's separated between those other consonants. Okay? And we just decided the middle one was emphasized. Okay? Yeah. No, Eliana's asking, do we have to go vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel? No, but you need to separate them. So at this point in 2nd grade, I don't need you to do vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, but it's going to help you to go, oh, there's my consonants, and separate them. Now, also, is it always the case that you always separate them? Yeah. It's not always. There was a one word that Maddie got one time. Remember we talked about it? I forget what word it was. You have to look at the word. Okay, does it make sense to separate an N and a D? Yes. Okay. Can you separate an S and an H? Can you separate that? No. Not really, because those go together, right? So that is not an example of how you would separate syllables. Okay. All right. Next one is furniture. Fur. We've got the sound again. Short. And then who remembers T-U-R-E? This is not a combination or diphthong, but it's one of our ends. Do you remember how to do that, Kaden? T-U-R-E. What do you do with that? Yes, you bracket it and you say chur. So it's furniture. So weird. Okay, furniture. So I have, this is a vowel. This is my consonant. This is weird. It's furniture. Furniture. So I'm going to have a separation after the And is it furniture? Furniture? Furniture. The first one. Furniture. Furniture. Okay, number 10 is excursion. So we've got we've got a k. We have that famous it's just so, it's everywhere, And then who remembers S-I-O-N. Millie, you remember? Yeah, and it sounds like shun. So that's its own syllable, but where do you separate the beginnings? Excursion. Okay, so excursion. This one, let's see, I have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, so that's pretty easy. I can separate that. And where do I emphasize that? Excursion. Excursion. Where do you hear it?
Middle.
Yeah, middle. Excursion. I don't say excursion or excursion. Excursion. Okay. All right, number 11, confirmed. K. We've got the so that's a schwa. We've got that famous confirm, and then ed is our suffix. That's its own little syllable there. Okay, I'm going to look at where I can separate it. Can I separate it between the two consonants?
Yes.
Yes, confirmed. 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 Confirmed? Confirmed. That one's emphasized. Confirmed. Number 12, award. Award. I hear that that lazy word. Award. 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 Award.
I think it's
It's not a word though. Award. Award. I wonder if that's a sight word. Look at award. Oh, it's like dollar. Nope. Award. Well, it is separated after the A. That is interesting because normally it's like dollar is a word. It's not a word. A word. It's kind of a sight word. Award. Whoa. That's kind of a sight word. Don't you think? All right, number 13, moy. Moy. I see a diphthong there, moist. And then chur. Who remembers T-U-R-E, Jana? We just did it. Yes. So that's it. Moy and then stir. Moisture. That's it. Number 14 is disappoint. Oops. If you remember DIS, that is a prefix, right? So I can just simply box in dis. And then I have and then I have that oi. This one is a little interesting. Remember how you have schwa and you separate right after it? But in this case, where are we actually going to separate it? Between the consonants. So it's actually between P and then the P there. A point. Number 15, employer. I see my ending, so I'm going to box that in first. M, E, M, and then oi. M. Yeah.
That makes sense.
What's your question, Fox?
Isn't there supposed to be like a smiley face under it?
M?
No.
No, but oh, if I cover that up, it's actually a word, employ. So ER is the suffix. Employ is a word, right? So again, if you cover up your suffixes, it has to be a word. Employ is the word. And then we have, this is interesting, vowel, consonant, 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 vowel. Now, are we going to separate it between the P and the L? No, or the M and the P. M and the P, because I see here M, ploy, and then employer. Okay, destroy. This one's kind of tricky. Is that schwa, so tricky. And then I have oi, and ed is another suffix. It's an end. Destroy. And this one is interesting too because I have vowel, consonant, consonant, consonant again with my vowel. I'm not going to go destroy, but I'm going to go destroy. So destroyed, destroyed. Okay, number 17 is announce. We have that lazy schwa, We've got the ow, diphthong. We have the s for the C and then no E sound. So you cross it out. Okay, I hear announce, so I need to separate it still. I see my schwa, but I also see consonant, consonant. So I'm going to go after the schwa or between the consonants. Good job. It's between the consonants. Announce. Okay. Number 18 is club, house. So K back. This club, I have to look at it. It is short. It's so tricky. Is it short or schwa? Club. We have ow. And we have the S sound with no E. Now this one's very simple because it's 2 words. I simply just break it off. Club is a word, house is a word, so you separate it. Okay, it's called a compound word, and you just separate the words. If it's a word and a word, you just separate it. If it's a 1-syllable word, you don't need to really code it at all. And then number 19 is down, towns. We've got ow, and it's another compound word, so you simply separate the 2 words, down and then town. And then our last one is a little tricky. We've got powder, so we have our diphthong, and this ER is not a suffix, so I'm not going to box it in like I did up here, because if I cover up ER, powd is not a word. So is a combination. And I do separate between, let's see, powd, make sure I'm doing this right. So I have, this whole thing is a vowel, consonant vowel. It's powder or powder. Powder. So the first one's emphasized. Powder. Okay? I know. All right, go ahead and flip this one over, put your name